This is Europe Has Skills. This series is not a political, it is not about taking side, and it is certainly not about criticizing Europe. It is about applying common sense, nothing more, nothing less. What is the official narrative today when it comes to hiring in Europe ICT professionals? Europe claims it needs millions of digital professionals, software engineer, cybersecurity expert, AI specialist, cloud architect, data scientist. The list is very long. And Europe has set a big target, 20 million ICT professionals by 2030. Businesses are saying they struggle to hire. What happened that European companies are saying we cannot find professionals, ICT professionals? If Europe 27 countries has the best universities we can imagine, okay? How many ICT graduates does Europe produce per year? Is this number increasing or decreasing? If companies are saying we cannot find talent, what do you mean? You cannot find talent in your own country or you cannot find talent in the whole Europe? Let's take an example, small market, Belgium, okay? I'm going to take an SME because, as you know, from this Europe report, SMEs, small middle enterprises, are the ones that are very affected by these shortages. And then you ask yourself why SMEs are the most affected. SMEs, the majority of those companies are operating locally. They are not international, okay? Some of them could be international, but the majority operates local. Let's take an example for Belgium. Let's take a small SME, a small middle company enterprise in Belgium, somewhere in Wallonia, French side, even in Flanders. I just need to understand when they are hiring they're searching an ICT professional. Where do you search your talent? Where do you post your job? In which language do you post your job? When you post your job, you probably post it in French or English. No, or Dutch on your website because you want to stay in Belgium. You want to hire in Belgium. I'm quite sure your job will not appear somewhere in Italian or Portuguese or Spanish because let's face it, we are 27 countries and the 7 countries, they have their own languages. We don't have one single common language. It could be English, but come on, we all know the truth. Does the Polish companies publish their jobs in Polish or English? What about Bulgaria? Which language do they use? Or France? France, do you think that France will going to produce their job in English? No, they'll produce they will just post their job in French. That is the reality. That is how things are done. And I'm sure that is how it is done. So when you are saying that you cannot find talent, I will just say, I'm going to challenge you, say, no, you can find talent if you move a little bit outside of your market. That is my opinion, humble opinion for someone who has no clue, no knowledge, but is using common sense, because I don't think that before you can go out hiring outside of Europe, you need first to understand what you have inside and then decide to go outside. Why I'm saying outside Europe? Because guys, I discovered that Europe is creating a new platform, which is going to be live next year, in a few months actually, where they're going to open a platform that companies can hire in the third countries only. There I will have a lot of questions about this hiring outside of Europe in the third countries. I don't even know what is the second countries or the first countries, but the message is from European Commission is that this is a voluntary basis. It's not a mandatory. Companies, if you are struggling to find talent in Europe, you are free to go outside and hire in India, or because there's this getaway visa. There's a lot to talk about this one. But today it was just questions, and we need to understand what Europe has first before going outside. And then these questions, if someone can give us the answer, it will be fine. Okay. So guys, please help this platform Vitramast and donate what you can. Scan the QR code on the screen, because Vitramast is a new platform for freelancers in Europe, and we are trying to attract more freelancers in ICT and STEM role looking for a job. Register on the platform and get known by professionals. So thank you so much. Don't forget, subscribe, like, share. Okay. Thank you so much and see you. Bye.